What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to another Hella Handmade Creations video. I have quite a few polishes to share with you all for this month to check out on my swatching video. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to Indie Polish, hello, welcome. Hella Handmade Creations is a monthly collaboration amongst dozens of makers. What you're seeing in this video is the makers who chose me to feature their polishes on my video, and also for my photography that you may or may not see on the website. There are many more makers. Every single month, the site opens around the same time, same dates. Pretty sure it's same dates. You'd think I would know that at this point, but it's a set shop every single month. It's on a pre-order basis, and the turnaround time is 3 to 4 weeks, I believe. I'm not sure. I am not official in any way for HHC. We have quite a few to check out. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First up is Coloris de Carol Blueberry Bubble. This is a bluish violet base with holographic flakes, shifting aurora shimmer, and ultra chrome chameleon flakes. This one's $13.50 with no cap and is part of her new series, Mocktails. Blueberry Bubble has a jelly type of formula to it, and honestly, I could have stopped at the second coat. The third coat was kind of a formality for me in the way that I typically apply, but honestly, 2 normal coats is perfect for opacity. Surprisingly, I didn't have too much texture or thirstiness with this. This dried down like a standard jelly, so I think any top coat is going to be perfect for it. This has quite a bit of a pond effect with all of the flakes going between it, and the flakes dry down very flat and nice against your nail too. Cracked Polish brings us Twilight Tea Party. This is a dark purple base with blue aurora shimmer and red magnetic pigments. This one's $13 with a cap of 500, part of her Down Their Indie Rabbit Hole series. I would have to say that Twilight Tea Party is like the spicy cousin, like a spicy distant cousin to Cracked, their January polish pickup, which you guys sold out of. This one is, again, if you liked that type of deep, dark, vampy vibe, I think this one works for you too. Looks really cool unmagnetized, and then magnetized, you get that nice vampy contrast between the base and that magnetic pigment. There is that nice double type of shift between the magnetic look and the backdrop. Crystal Knockouts Zen Tub is a white curly base with gold flakies and matte glitters in white and green. This one's $12 with no cap and part of their Houseplant Homebody series. Zen Tub has a heavy type of smooth curly formula to it. I went in a little ham on that second coat, and you can see that there is the possibility for a touch of dragging as the glitters themselves are quite heavy. I'm going to suggest 2 coats to build it up. This will dry down quite thirsty and plump, so make sure you use a glitter smoothing top coat and go in real light on your coats to prevent any type of over buildup. Cuticula's Miracle of the Valley is a teal jelly base with iridescent flakes that shift green, yellow, gold, and matte black flakes. This one's $13 with no cap, part of her Dreamlight Valley series. I'm so digging all of these flaky bombs we're getting from Cuticula lately, especially these last couple of months. This is very glowy, and I do love me a good aqua base. This is very flattering. It's got mermaid type of vibes to it. It has an easy type of buildup to it. I'm going to suggest 2 normal or 3 thin coats, your preference. I personally liked that thicker look on the third coat. I didn't have any, say, super texture from those flakes, but I would suggest a plumping glossy top coat. Danglefoot's Dark and Twisty is a dark inky blue with purple to fuchsia to green shimmer and silver holographic flakes. This one is $13.50 with a cap of 50, yes, 50 bottles, part of her new series, TV Doctors. We've got 2 of them this month. I so love Danglefoot's deep, dark, almost navy type of blues, and this one's no exception. It's got that wonderful contrast with the shimmer, very smooth formula. I chose to stop at 2 coats, and it was perfectly plump and wonderful, and it dries down quite flat though, so make sure you use a good, thicker, glossy top coat. Danglefoot's next TV Doctors installment is McDreamy. This is a brick red jelly base with gold magnetic shimmer. Price is $13.50 and there's a cap of 40 bottles. Now I want to note in my rush to get this video out, unfortunately I did not have time to redo my swatches as I was not aware this was magnetic, but I do want to note when you magnetize it, it is on the softer side. So that golden pigment you see across my nails there will just kind of gather together around your magnet. So I'm going to suggest 2 coats and a glossy top coat. Magnetized or unmagnetized, it's still a very flattering color with that pop of gold in a subtle fashion. Emily Damali Morpho is a light purple base with blue Aurora shimmer and silver holographic flakes. This one's 14 with a cap of 240 bottles, and $2 per bottle sold will be donated to the Pasadena Humane Society. We have a somewhat jelly-ish type of formula. It's quite plump and true to Emily Damali formulas, very easy to build up to opacity. I think 2 coats would work for some, but personally I like that 3rd extra coat to maximize that shimmer payoff. This is very flattering and I think will pop ridiculously well against medium to deep skin tones. It had no texture or anything, so any top coat is perfect. Femme Fatale's Pandemonium is a sparkling blend of iridescent copper and pink flakes with a red, gold, green shifting UCC flake mix, scattered with sparse reflective silver glitters and a dusting of pinkish purple shimmer. This one's 14 with a cap of 200 bottles and part of their Romanticism Through the Arts series. Pandemonium has a true jelly formula. It starts off on the lighter side, but it builds up to this super complex, sparkly, shifty goodness. And it's flirting with being a kitchen sink polish, but I don't think the components themselves add up to this muddy mess, if that makes sense. We can respectively see the shimmer and then those multi-chrome flakes and that dusting of sparkle. Now, I did use a glitter smoothing top coat with my glossy top coat on this one because it did leave me quite thirsty and textured. Hearts and Promises, Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner is a dark purple base with a reddish shimmer. This one's 13 with a cap of 200 bottles and part of their Dirty Dancing series. We have a lighter type of jelly formula going on here. I'm going to suggest going up to 3 coats to build it up. I think if you have really prominent free edge, either natural or falsies, I think you'll see the tiniest bit of a smile line in really bright lights. My full hand shot here, you can see through my falsies. I think that gives you a good idea of that. So 3 coats and a glossy top coat is perfect. I think any top coat works as this one dried down like a normal flat finish. Gin and Berries, I Didn't Always Work in Space, is a violet tinted base with intense copper gold green shifting shimmer, magnetic silver shimmer, and holographic flakes. This one's $13.50 with a cap of 225 bottles, part of their The Expanse series. This is another magnetic polish, very much like the Cracked in that it looks really cool unmagnetized. And then when you magnetize it, we have that beautiful contrast between the silver and that pinky type of shimmer in the background. Really cool. So either way, I think it looks great. 2 coats as it had a wonderful viscosity to the buildup, and it's got that awesome gold shift at angles you see on my macro shot. Lurid Lacquer brings us Purple Eyed Shadow Daddy for their first HHC polish. This one is described as a violet base with purple to magenta to orange to gold magnetic pigment, purple to pink to red shimmer, and purple reflective glitter. This one's $14.50 with a cap of 250 bottles, part of her new A Court of Tropes and Cliches series. What a fun inspiration going on there. Purple Eyed Shadow Daddy is ridiculous. Magnetized or unmagnetized, your choice. It responded really well to the DRK top coat on this one too. So all polishes in this video are shown using the DRK top coat. So very user-friendly for the magnetic pigment. I will suggest a glitter smoothing top coat as this one dried down quite thirsty. Night Owl Lacquer, This Is Where I Thrash, is a dusty purple crelly filled with multi-chrome flakes that shift pink, bronze, gold, green. Price is $12.40, there's no cap, and this is part of her Bob's Burgers series. We have a milky type of finish going on here. I so appreciated this soft type of look. Maybe I'm just looking forward to spring type of colors and I'm just gravitating towards these lighter colors this time of year, but this allows that wonderful pond effect between your flakes. I'm going to suggest 2 normal coats or 3 thin coats, but personally, I thought 2 normal coats was perfect. I didn't have any texture or anything from the flakes. They behaved like foil type of pieces, so they laid down nice and flat. I think any top coat works. Penelope Luz has a new series for us, and we have another duo for this theme. This first one is Pink Orchid. It's described as a vibrant pink base with purple shimmer and silver micro hollow glitter. This one's $13.50 with a cap of 200 bottles. This is a 1-coater. It is beautiful. It's incredibly flattering, and there's a wonderful type of magenta to reddish pink type of shift with it too. Very interesting. Now it does dry down really flat, so what you're seeing on my full hand shot here is no top coat. And the other part of the duo is Phalaenopsis. I think I said that correctly. This is a topper with white glitter, hollow flakes, and gold flakes. This one is $13 individually, or you can grab Pink Orchid for $13.50 individually and a cap of $200 for that too. The whole series theme is Flower Symphony, and I think the duo just really captured that. I'm thinking flowers and spring and all kinds of fun stuff with this. The topper itself does not leave you with texture, so I think any top coat works too. Rogue Lacquer also is bringing us a new theme. We have one of my favorite movies ever. The series is Emperor's New Groove, and Extract of Llama is described as a purple-toned pink jelly base with orange to gold glass flake and micro hollow glitters. This one's $13 with no cap. Extract of Llama. I almost said that in Yzma's voice. Get my real voice acting talent going here. This has a very viscous formula, easy peasy application. I think 2 thin coats works best, as it is bordering on being a 1 coater. I will suggest using a thin coat of glitter smoother, as it did leave me a touch on the thirsty side. Sassy Sauce, Thighs the Limit, is a peacock green base with purple and silver reflective glitter and a purple, blue, green shimmer. This one's $13 with a cap of 300 bottles, part of their Shoes series. This is so ridiculously pretty. When I was swatching it, it was just one of those polishes that I had the thought of, I'm so glad you guys are going to see this on video, because swatches do not do this sparkly goodness justice. This is another one I would describe as, yeah, a peacock type of vibe, or even a mermaid type vibe. It's very pretty, and you can see that nice blue shift at angles on my macro shot there. So sparkly. You will need a glitter smoother with it though. Now we're going to wrap this up with the Willet Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. Loads of different finishes going on here. Chloristic Carol looks really cool over black. Cracked also works well as a topper, but personally I would not, as it is quite dark. I don't think you're doing it justice. Crystal Knockouts is too crelly. I would not suggest this even over white. Cuticula's looks really cool. You might be able to get away with matchy-match colors in addition to very dark colors. And both Danglefoots, I'm on the fence about. While the shimmer popped through really well on both of them, I don't know. I feel like you kind of dulled the polish when putting it over something else. I don't know. Maybe it's just the black stick itself. Morpho is gorgeous. Looks like a completely different polish over dark colors. Pandemonium also works really well too. I think you can get quite creative with the Femme Fatale. Hearts and Promises, I'm kind of on the fence about this one too. Very much like the Danglefoots. I think he kind of dulled what you're seeing. And then Gin and Berries is just, this is so loud and in the best way possible. You could topper it. Lurid is so opaque and delicious and juicy that, yeah, you could topper it, but I personally would not. It's gorgeous by itself. Night Owls, I would not topper this one either. This is too milky in how it applies. Do not recommend. Penelope Luz's Pink Orchid kind of works. You can see how much shimmer is packed in here when you topper it though. And of course the topper. It's a topper, so it works really well, and it translates perfectly onto dark colors too. Extract of Llama is so ridiculously opaque. I loved it so much. Yeah, you could. I would suggest maybe dry brushing it if so. And then Sassy Sauce, I don't know. It looks cool, but I liked that strong mermaid vibe the best. The site is going to go up for official shopping starting January 14th, and it will run until January 21st. I will link you all below to Hella Handmade Creations website if you'd like to join that. And I'll also link you to the Facebook group if you want to see additional swatches, information, all that fun stuff. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.